I know you can hear me, Will. Hang in there, okay? Did you get to put that it was part two, babe?
Yep.
Okay. I'm at the wrong window.
Frankie, I'm here too, Will.
Will, we've been shut down, so hang in there. Just wait. You're not watching the video, so we just been crashed. So I'll get to you as soon as I can.
No worries. That's a trip.
Mine's back.
Yep, I got mine back up too. So alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are back live. We had to create a different link, but I'm sorry that that happened. It's just that there's a lot of people that are trying to get on, and it crashes the system. It just overloads it. But we are back, and what I'm going to do, instead of picking up where, well, actually, yeah, let me wait about 2 more minutes, 3 more minutes to let the family come back because we had about 2,500 people and we got 400 people now. So let's see if we can let the family come back. And while we're waiting for them to come back, let's finish up then. We left off with final article number 5097. Now this says that this is huge. Huge what? A huge wealth. From what? From their precious minerals. And if you recall, about a year and a half ago, I started preparing you and started telling you, pay attention. Because Sudani is now passing out permits for mineral rights in Iraq. Pay attention. When NASA takes a picture of Iraq, they're able to see what's under the ground. The technology that we have nowadays is amazing. LiDAR can do something like that. Well, it turns out that underneath Iraq's surface, there's a lot of oil. In fact, you know Lake Erie, the 5 Great Lakes, Lake Michigan. Well, Lake Erie, it sits right above me. And they found, mute. They found a Lake Erie size amount of oil. You know how big Lake Erie is? You know how deep Lake Erie is? And you're telling me that you found in Iraq that much oil? They found veins of gold. Oh, that one's easy to detect. But these veins, they're not normal. And it's because of the 4 rivers, what it did. I'm telling you. That's how it works. Oh, for crying out loud. Will, just please wait. Speak. Okay. So anyways, and that's what I prepared you for. Yeah, Iraq, its wealth is immeasurable. How many times have I said that to you? You cannot measure it. It's like if someone says to you, count the stars. You cannot count the stars. And Iraq's wealth, because of its futures, it's immeasurable. You know, if we have a shift in our gravitational magnetic field, it really probably won't even affect that area. This place is amazing. So, what did I say? What is the blue title? It says, remember, we told you that this would play a big part in the calculations of the RV. That's why they did so many RV calculations. Because you had oil, you had gas, you had dates, you, you had produce. They got gold, silver, titanium, platinum. It is amazing. And here it says, huge is the wealth of our country. And we're just talking about precious metals, or excuse me, precious minerals. That's it. This is just one topic. So, yeah, it's amazing. And the article, it's super long because it tells you a lot about their potential. And 1310 has nothing to do with it, ladies and gentlemen. Final article number 5098. Kurdistan oil to flow again within 2 days. Well, there it is. So the first article that we got excited about, I said, don't get too excited. This one's just saying that the oil is going to start. But now so in 2 days. Okay, all right. Let me see. This was on the 24th, 25, 26. What is today's date? 24th? 25, so it's Monday to Wednesday? Iraq is awaiting Turkey. Oh, Turkey! Did I not say we want also Turkey? Those are the three. So this article is really good. Iraq is awaiting Turkey's approval to restart oil exports from the Kurdistan region. Iraq is waiting for Turkey also for the approval to restart sending oil from Kurdistan region. And when do you think you're going to get this done? Within the next 2 days. That's Wednesday. Look, seriously, if you start an oil flow on Wednesday, then you're either talking to the citizens about the budget now, or you're going to talk to the citizens about the budget on Wednesday. When is the last day of this month? When is the last day of this month?
The 28th, Friday.
Friday. So next week we walk into March.
Saturday.
Saturday we walk into March. What's the blue title for this article? Oil flows into the new exchange rate of Iraq. You see, this is the big key. This is the pivotal point that we've been looking for. We have it. We have an article that says that the oil flow is going to start. Now we have an article that says that the oil flow is going to start, and with Turkey, in 2 days. Wednesday. We need to stop right here. We need to stop. Look underneath it. What's the oil minister? Oil experts from Kurdistan region will resume within a week. What do I say up on top? What's the blue title? Like I said, I was excited about this coming week. But here it says, and we hope that Kurdistan oil exports will be ready within 2 days. What is it? Within the week? 2 days? What? 2 days. So on Wednesday, it looks like they have a target date, family, of when they want to get this oil flowing. And it seems to me that you're going to have the mathematics behind it too. We're going to stop right here. We're going to pick up with final article. Hold on, we're going to stop right here and we're going to pick up with final article number 5099 when we come back. Right now, we're going to put our attention to Will and Dr. Rich. Dr. Rich, the floor is yours. And Will, the floor is yours, gentlemen.
Thank you, Frank.
It's 10 after, so y'all take it until 7:30.
Thank you, Frank. Thank you, Frank. It's good to be with you enjoyed watching President Trump and the Doge, and hopefully somebody's going to pull the trigger on this RV thing here for long. We're all looking forward to that. But right now we want to talk about the Protandem Trisynergizer. Frank, I've had the most people call me this month and say, I've been listening to you for about 5 years, and I've been meaning to call you, but I just never did, so now I am. And I don't know. I don't know if they're just waiting till they get some terrible illness or what, but I don't think they are. I think they just haven't had the inclination. But if you've been listening to us for a long time and you've never tried the products, you're missing out. Go ahead and make that call or send that email, and we'll send you some information about it. Dr. Rich, can you enlighten us on why folks might like to give us a ring on the Protandem Trisynergizer?
Well, if the number of people that I'm consulting with is any indication, they need help. A lot of people have the flu, unfortunately. My wife and I, she got it first, and I cared for her, and I made the mistake of not sleeping in a separate room for several days, and she gave it to me. That's what a good wife does, I guess. But people don't want to be sick. But if they do get sick, they want to get better. And there's the problem, Will. There's the problem. They're not. And I have had the pleasure the last 2.5 months of working with a hand-picked group of about 7 or 8 people that we've been able to get them quite a long distance and just weren't quite as far as they should be. And if you've been visiting my health Telegram room, you're seeing that I'm posting a lot of research from doctors about parasitic infestation. So those people, we decided to venture forward, and nothing ventured, nothing gained. What do you have to lose? Let's start working on getting some parasites out of the body. And we've had some people, a few people that have moved up the scale of wellness miraculously, especially a couple that have had joint problems, and one with severe headaches forever, and they're going away, and they're passing parasites. And I'm not going into detail, but it's important, folks, because everybody has parasites and they don't get rid of them. And the research is out there, especially with cancer. If you want to prevent cancer, you need to get those things out of your body. And if you have cancer, you absolutely need to work on it very, 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 very diligently. But everybody makes it difficult. It's not difficult, Will. It's not difficult. And let me just take 45 seconds and tell you why it's not. Thanks to the good doctor, Dr. Joe McCord, and all of his research. And according, folks, to Dr. Joe McCord, our antioxidative enzyme production in our cells, they are glutathione, superoxide dismutase, catalase, and hemioxygenase. Those enzymes and their production begin to diminish in our mid-20s. We're still young, but we start to decline at that young age. And this is when, folks, clinically, it's validated, even on PubMed.gov, that people begin to age and they begin to develop diseases. And they don't want to develop diseases. They don't want to be sick. People want to feel well and be productive and have great mental acuity. And you combine that with the fact that many people are dehydrated, their diets are very poor, and Lou, you talked about the poor quality of food that's available to eat, the lack of elimination, parasitic infestation. The result is a person that is living through a poor level of wellness. And they're literally starving. They're starving to death. The parasites are taking most of their nutrition, and they may eat an hour later, they're ready to eat again. They're just starving because they said they can't get enough to eat, but they're gaining weight. So what
Sounds like my grandchildren.
what's the solution? Of course, people that hydrate when they don't normally drink water, they create a better diet, and we work on that. They start to eliminate today what they ate yesterday, and they begin this process of getting rid of parasites. And man, they're coming out the backside. People are throwing them up. They're blowing them out their nose. One person had one come out their ear. I mean, listen, if you don't think this is true, folks, you'll feel so much better if you start working on this problem. But so if you get rid of, if you work on hydration, good diet, eliminating today what you ate yesterday, get rid of the parasites, and flip the switch, install the dimmer switch on your 20 to 35,000 genes in every cell in your body. You're going to activate that dimmer switch, and you're going to activate your cells and increase your gene expression to function like you were 30. And if you combine that, and what happens when you do that, when the cells are activated, the genes again begin to produce the antioxidative enzymes at useful levels, and neutralizing at least 1 million free radicals per second, 24 hours a day, thus reducing the biochemical markers of oxidative stress, which is, folks, it's the cause of every single disease that you're not having success with, and you don't want to have. You don't want to take the prescription medications for it. You don't want to have the surgery for it. You don't want to develop or hear that you have cancer. The result, when you activate the cells and increase the gene expression and hydrate and eat good and eliminate and get rid of the parasites, immediate improvements. Immediate, Will, when a person chooses to take at least NRF2, but NRF1, NRF2, and NAD, they begin, now listen to this, folks, I'm done after this sentence. They begin protecting their cells from the relentless progression of free radical damage that is the cause of all disease as we age. So if you choose to begin protecting yourself from the cause of all disease, it's a simple, easy, inexpensive choice. You're going to improve. But the level of improvement above and beyond our hard science that of the nutrigenomics relative to the LifeVantage per tandem family of activation formulas, and people get rid of the parasites, my God, Will, the miracles in the last 2.5 months have been just, I don't have the words to tell you. And the people that are going through this, and they're living this success, they want to tell the world, but they don't want to go on our Telegram room or our site and talk about what's coming out of them. They're just glad it's coming out. Folks, when a person gets a big, wonderful piece of salmon from the Sam's Club to cook for their family, and they see this little white thing in there, and they take a piece of a pair of tweezers, and they start to pull on it, and they pull out a 6-inch long greenish worm, they freaked out. They freaked out. It's reality. It's reality, and folks, we can deal with it. It's not, but you've got to choose. There's the term. Well, you've got to choose this year in 2025 to hydrate and eat right and eliminate, get rid of the parasites, and activate. It's an easy, inexpensive approach, but people are getting set free. And with the support that's coming now governmentally and what's happening and what's going to happen, we are on the precipice of something very, very, very delightfully life-changing. And
Absolutely.
Frank,
That's what I was going to say. It's going to be life-changing. Absolutely.
It's been an exciting time. Just when I think I just don't know if I want to do this anymore. I'm getting tired. I'm 75, etc. I mean, I've seen results like I've never seen before, and it's easy. It's easy to do. Just choose to activate. We have, and if you go to our Telegram room, I have 3 slides, Will. One on NRF1, one on NRF2, one on NAD, and one on the combination of the 3. I have a Dr. McCord video, and I have a video that I did that's 28 minutes long that explains the Tri-Synergy Pack and its performance and its medical mechanism. It's all there, folks, if you want to see it. If you could read the information in the 3 slides in 4 minutes, and you're going to be astounded. It's all science.
Yeah.
And it's what happens, and you choose to take it.
Well, listen, if you folks would like to see those slides, we can certainly direct you to that Telegram room. If you have issues that you care to talk with Dr. Rich about directly, you can do that too. Somebody called me one day, Dr. Rich, and they go, yeah, I'd like to speak with Dr. Rich, but I don't know if I can afford him or not. How much does he charge for consultation? And I'm like, yeah, Dr. Rich will talk to you for free. They about passed out on the phone. And they said, nobody does anything for free anymore. I said, well, Dr. Rich does. I said, because this is his mission in life.
It's our ministry. It's our ministry.
Yeah. It's your ministry. That's right. And they were like, wow, that's so cool, you know. And they talked with you, and then they called me back, and we got them started on some products. And hopefully they're going to see the results that they're after. So if you want to get into that Telegram room, just give us a call or a text or an email. I'll give you the number that you can call or text and the email address that you can write to. I don't know if you're aware, this is sort of a byproduct, a really great byproduct, I might say, is anybody that orders product is supporting Frank's KTF Always as well. So that's a good byproduct as well. So we're looking at 2 ministries here, actually. So the phone number that you can call or text is 910-690-6008. You can call or text. If you text, just say, I'm with Frank. Send me the link. I've got a really great 20-minute video that Dr. Rich did as well that we were telling everybody about the last time we were on here on Frank. I might want to appear more than I have been, because some guy called me today and said, are you still in business? I'd like to double my subscription order. I said, yeah, we're still in business. Obviously, we haven't been being seen enough. But anyway, that's cool. But anyway, the email address you can send an email over to, you just say, I'm with Frank. I'd like the information, and I'll be happy to send it to you. The email address is alwayssaving77@gmail.com. Alwayssaving77@gmail.com. But family, like I said at the beginning of the call, if you've been listening for years and you still haven't pulled the trigger on the product, you might want to do that. It's a good deal. And Dr. Rich is just not any run-of-the-mill doctor. I mean, he's a naturopath, and he's been doing it for, golly, I know, over 30 years. Seen over 25,000. Pardon me?
40 years.
40 years now. He's been at it for 40 years. So he knows what he's talking about. And he's seen over 25 or 30,000 people when he had an office with his wife. And since he's been on the phone with our company, which has been about 7 or 8 years now,
Get rid of that
he's
person.
probably seen 35 or 40,000 more. So, yeah, you can see a lot more people on the phone than you can walking in. And the exposure that between Frank and David and Mark Z and all the rest that Dr. Rich has had, he's been able to help a lot of people through the years. And so if you need us, give us a ring, give us an email. I'm getting text right now, Dr. Rich.
Well, if I end with one quick statement, folks, listen.
Sure.
If you've never heard another word I've ever said all these years, listen to what I'm going to end with now. I as well, Will, have had people recently call and say, I've listened and listened and listened, and I've tried this and I've looked at that and so on and so forth. And I just would say to these people, don't wait. Do not wait. The Vertandem NRF2 and the layered formulas that are synergistic with the foundational approach of the activation formulas and opening up genetic pathways. They're natural, but they're not supplements. People are trying to supplement their way to good health, and there's a few that are good, especially during flu season, C, D3, and zinc. But there's a lot of them that they're wasting their money on. The key is to activate your cells to function like you were 10 again. And when you do that, you don't have to do anything but drink water and eat right and eliminate and get those worms out of your body, those parasites, and let your genes make the decision with those dimmer switches installed to increase your gene expression, to activate your cells and increase the gene expression so that the antioxidative enzymes destroy the free radicals, which are the cause of aging and every disease that you're fighting with. It's a simple approach. And if you'll simply give the body what it needs and clean it up and activate it, it'll make the right decisions to get you healthy. It can't be any more simple than that. And make good decisions about what you decide to do if you happen to go to a doctor. That's the only other thing that I would say to you, because I deal with wrong decisions that people made, help them to try to get over the damage that they've done to themselves every single day. So, folks, you have a tremendous opportunity in front of you. Just choose to grab a hold of it and go with it.
Amen. Amen. And Frank, with that, thank you, Dr. Rich. Thank you for being with me. Thank you, Frank, for allowing us to be here again this evening. We're finished 2 minutes early. How about that?
Hey, gentlemen. Dr. Rich.
Yes.
Yes. Dr. Rich, I already planted this seed with you, and I'd like to go ahead and tell the family what I planted with you. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Rich, as you can see, he's a plethora of information, and he's well trusted. He has a reputation that brings that trust. Well, I represent another naturopathic doctor, and he has a lot of nice products, and one of his products is called Clean Heart. Clean Heart. It cleans out the arteries and whatnot. But then I asked Dr. Rich, I said, Dr. Rich, if I remember many years ago, you told me that you were representing a product for the heart. And he said, Yeah, I suppose I do. I said I would love. I already have a product for the heart, but I would love to know about yours, and here's why. I've heard nothing but good things about it. There's another gentleman on the internet that you go to, and you go to his YouTubes, and you lecture there on this product, and it's helping a lot of people, from what I understand. What's his name? Mark Z. And when I found out through these people that were calling me and telling me, "Oh yeah, I get this product. It's really helping me," we were talking about other products, and then they tell me about this heart stuff, and I tell them, "Well, I got a heart product." Well, no, this, and every time I heard it, I'm like, "Wow, this product sounds really good." And lo and behold, it dawned on me, "Oh my goodness, that's Dr. Rich." It was many years ago, I think, that I was either involved with you, or I was gonna, or I didn't, because I already had this other product. But what I'd like to do, sir.
I think maybe, Frank, if I can recall, that's when I almost died.
You're right.
And if it wasn't for Dr. Harry in this formula,
That's right.
I would have.
That's right. And it is a man.
And listen, all I can say is this formula, the doctor that created it was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in medicine. It's a natural approach, and it's very inexpensive. But Frank, they gave me 2 days to live, and they said if I lived more than 2 days, I would be on a blood thinner for 16 months in a narcotic, because I was clotted solid from my ankle to my groin. I had high cholesterol and high triglycerides. They gave me 48 hours to live.
And you said, and you survived it. And
I consulted with him, and my clots were gone in 20 days, 21 days, and I've never looked back. And Frank, tens of thousands of people. Why? Simple statement. This formula is an all-natural solution for all cardiovascular health and addresses.
We'll get to that.
Cardiovascular needs at
We'll
once.
advertise it.
Except for needing a heart valve replaced or surgically repaired an aneurysm. You name all the rest of them that you're going through.
We'll talk. Well, here's what I want to do, brother, because I got to get back to what we're doing here. I want to do a YouTube with you. I want to separate it from my regular YouTubes. I want to do a separate YouTube where I just talk to you about this product, because apparently they have to order it through you. And I want them to know you, to talk to you.
They'll be able to order it through you. We'll get a hold of the good doctor, and we'll make arrangements. He's wonderful to work with. He's like the rest of us. He just wants to see people get well.
That's why.
He tells them how much to take, what to do, how to do it, etc.
That's why.
It's all about, Frank, again, just making available. Cardiovascular disease is the number 1 or 2 killer of all people in the world. And when you combine that with activation, you've got it all.
That's why I want to do a separate UB2B with you, sir. So I'll get with you this week, and we'll make that arrangement, and we'll talk about this product. And I want to thank also, for example, Mark Z. He's been selling this product for a long time. And by the way, anybody that buys the product from Mark Z, please stay with Mark Z. You buy it with him. He's the one that has been selling it for many years and has been helping people. And that's what we do at KTFA. We bring in products that help people. When I found out that this product was doing some amazing things, and you just heard an amazing testimony from Dr. Ridge, it saved his life, for crying out loud. Yeah, I couldn't argue with that.
Mark was at stroke range with high blood pressure on 5 medications, couldn't get it down. And we got him on the phone with Dr. Harry, and he told him what to do and how to take it. And in 17 days, his blood pressure was normal.
So I'll call you, and we'll do that. And I thank you for wanting to share this product with our KTFA family, and give my respects to Mark Z, and tell him that we're going to also represent it, but we will not interfere in any way, shape, or form with what he's already established. All righty.
I think we'll do whatever we need to do to help people get well.
Exactly.
That's what it's all about.
I'm going to take the stuff. I'm going to take it. God bless. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Will.
It tastes good.
Yeah. Oh, good, good,
It tastes
good,
good. You'll
good.
like it.
Bye, Will. Love you, brother. I think he
Love
already.
y'all too.
Oh, there he is. Alrighty, family. It's good to be back again. And you know, this gentleman, this other, I hate saying the word guru, this other teacher on the internet, you all know Mark Z. He's been selling this product for a while. And when I heard so many good things about it, I backed away because I got my own, you know, for the heart. But I think I want to also start to share it. Our audience is very large. And I want this audience to also know about this product. Okay? And like I said, if you're already buying it from Mark Z, please stay with Mark. Be loyal to him. Okay? Okay, good. Alrighty, now, where are we at? We got 1,500 people. That's 1,000 people less than what we had when we were shut down. And I find it sad because this part 2 of what we're about to do, oh my goodness. Like I told you at the beginning of our other UBTube that was shut down, God brings us, our teams, information, and we share it with you, and then you see the evidence of it. But right now, everything that we're going to share, you can see it. It's really exciting. And Sudani is making my teams look good because everything that we've told you, he's telling you. He's telling you. Now, let's recap. What are we looking for? And by the way, let's see if those 1,000 people show up because, oh, what they're about to miss. Oh, what they're about to miss. But let's recap. Sudani. Yes, Frank. You sent Chalet out last week and you told him to tell the citizens that there's a new exchange rate coming and not to pay attention to the rumors from Parliament? Yes, Frank. And I even went, spit, spit, spit. No, you didn't. Yes, I did. No, you didn't. Okay, I didn't. But yeah, I sent him out. I told him to tell the citizens we got a new exchange rate coming. And then right after that, Frank, I sent out an economic expert guy. And he told him to remember something. And you, Frank, you showed it in your articles last week. I guess they forgot. But I sent my economic guy right after Chalet to tell the citizens of Iraq, remember 20 years ago. So there's our recap of where we're at right now. And what we're going to do is we're going to pick up. We only have 2 more articles left. And then I have Eddie's report. And that's it. I'm not going to give you any more than that. But here we go. Final article, and just 2 more to go. Final article number 5,100. Final article number 5,100. After a difficult labor, yeah, it was 10 months, not 9 months. After a difficult labor, the 2025 budget table, what? After a difficult labor, yeah, all the fighting with Parliament and the laws, and after a difficult labor. I like how difficult labor is in quotations. After a difficult labor, the 2025 budget tables finally find their way to the Council of Ministers? Okay, so we got the oil flowing. And I said, if you got the oil flowing, Sudani, you must be doing some speeches about the tables now to the citizens. After a difficult labor, the 2025 budget tables finally find their way to the Council of Ministers. Sudani, your calm has the tables? Yeah. Well, then they're going to give it to Parliament next, aren't they? Yeah. When? Just keep reading, Frank. Okay. Okay. Wow. What's the title? What's the blue title for this article? OMG! OMG! I need your attention, family, because I'll end it right away, because this is amazing. Do you understand what we just showed you? Okay. Sudani tells the finance minister, tell the people we got a new exchange rate coming, tell them not to believe the rumors. And then an economic guy comes out from Sudan and he tells the Iraqi citizens, remember, and remember what? I'll show you in a minute. And now you've got this article coming out and it's saying, oh, yeah, it was a battle, all right. It was difficult, stupid parliament. But the 2025 budget tables, that everybody's looking for, they're finally making their way to the Council of Ministers. These are the ministers that belong to Sudani. This is the calm. And Parliament is so angry. Well, let me see. No. Sudani, you going to show it to them? No. I'll show it to who I want to. Are you talking about this? Well, can't you see? Okay. Did you tell them when you're going to give the table, the budget tables to the citizens of Iraq? Keep reading, Frank. Okay. He pointed out that the Minister of Finance will finish preparing the tables, and send them to the Council of Ministers for voting on them in the middle of next month. Noting that what? Okay, this is good news. Okay. You got the good news and the bad news. Okay, we're not going to throw the baby out with the water yet, just yet. Okay. Hold on. Let me understand. The finance minister, Shelley, you're going to finish the tables, okay, and then you're going to send it to the Council of Ministers, okay, and they're going to vote on it, okay, in the middle of next month. Okay. Well, why can't you vote on it tomorrow, on Wednesday, or Thursday at the latest? Oh, because you're in control, right, Sudani? Sudani, we've come this far with you. I'm not about to abandon my post. I know what you're doing. I know why you're doing it. Can you say MAGA? So, yeah, interesting. He pointed out that the Minister of Finance will finish preparing the tables in the Council and send to the Council of Ministers, and they're going to vote on it next month, noting that the Council of Ministers will vote on the tables without any delay. Yeah, of course, because Parliament won't be there. And then they're going to send them to the House of Representatives for voting on them, to Parliament. Oh, my. Yeah, what's the blue title? OMG. So where are we, family? Where are we? Are they even paying attention?
Yes.
Skier's the only one. I'm paying it. I'm listening. I'm attentive. Alan Dotson. Preach it, Frank. Preach it. Mister said, you got my attention. you got my attention. I'm very happy about that. And look at Greg. He says, I'm speechless. Shannon Day too, huh? Or Shannon, was it? Dan and Shay. Dan and Shay is speechless. Great song. What's that? Baby Love? Oh, I like that. Supreme's Baby Love. I'm loving it, he says. Look at Bud, says, I'm confused. No, he's not. He says he likes it. What is that? Wardrobe Chicky? Come up with more. Wardrobe Chicky says, OMG. BR. Salute. With that said, we are done. We are done. Go Blue. We are done with the articles. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to walk into Eddie's report. Now, Eddie's report, we were together Friday. So Eddie's report starts Saturday. Then we go find Saturday. This is Sunday. Saturday. Friday. Saturday. Oh no. All right, I understand. There. Okay. Mark. here's what we're going to do. We're going to pick up Saturday in the middle of the morning reports. So the reports that we got in the morning, I don't want to share with you. Instead, here we go. You ready? Is it still backwards? Is it really?
Nope.
Oh, what a shame. But somebody called me and they said, I want to thank you. Why? I can read backwards now. You- I said, no charge. Anyways, television is showing that the government is asking Barzani to speed up the resumption of the oil flow to Turkey. Now, please understand, this is Saturday and Sunday, okay? Saturday and Sunday. And you've already gone through the articles with me concerning Saturday and Sunday. You know where we're at today, all right? And we summarized. We already went through the whole summarization, and you know exactly where we're at. The budget tables are being presented to Parliament. when the calm is done with them, then they're done with them. But basically, in my opinion, Sudan is protecting it from Parliament by keeping it with the calm. So on Saturday, all the reports were about the budget, which I don't want to share with you. And then this report at 10 in the morning, this is our fifth report. TV is showing that the government is asking Barzani to speed up the resumption of the oil flow into Turkey. If this cracks, Mr. Frank, like you say, all heck will break loose. I said the following, gentlemen, because President Trump is demanding this, and like Mr. Sammy suggested, it is possible that there is a target date they are trying to reach. So that's why there are no more delays. Everything's moving forward, not backwards anymore. Mr. Frank, yeah, we agree with you exactly. In fact, that's two people that has said, get the oil flowing, because your president is now pushing this. And our government is paying attention to your president. So, like Mr. Sammy said, that oil will be tied to the rate, and it will enable all the other projects to be funded. So that's why we were so interested, family, to see the oil flowing. And that's why we were so interested to see, well, actually, we didn't know, but the budget tables are now at the calm. That means the oil is flowing. And that's why the COM has the budget tables. Ooh, check this out, huh? Let's see, 14 carry my 2 divided by 7. Whoa, that's a good one. That's what they're doing. And you think they want Parliament to see that? No, the whole thing is security and stability. And who's the enemy? We have Parliament. So if Soudani says, maybe by the middle of next month, I don't care. I don't care. I know what you're doing. You're protecting it. Praise God. And this whole budget, the whole freaking budget will be launched because of the oil. Right there. It'll launch. It'll enable the other projects to be funded as well. Alrighty. Because the oil is the most productive product that Iraq has right now. But they got a lot more. And they're going to be coming out. To which then I responded to them and I said, I agree 100%. I agree 100%. There are so many things that are at a standstill right now, gentlemen, waiting for the new exchange rate. That is such an obvious indication that there is a new exchange rate. Every time we see a pause, a delay, it's because it's looking for the new exchange rate. And right now, the evidence is showing that Soudani is really tightening up the security on the new exchange rate. Then they say, Frank, Eddie says that the government spokesman that went on TV, he's saying there are no threats, there are no sanctions on Kurdistan oil from America. And the Kurds, they are working to get the oil reflowing. Now, this was Saturday. So they know, wait a minute, there's no sanctions from from the U.S., and Trump wants this to happen. Well, let's do it. Next report Saturday, 5:39 in the afternoon. Mr. Frank, television is now saying that the oil will start in March. All that's left, though, is to get Turkey to agree to 3 for each barrel transported. We were told all else is done and completed. It's just this agreement with Turkey, and then it'll cause the oil to flow in March. This was Saturday. As you can see up here on top, you see it's Saturday? So they told the citizens of Iraq, Sudani tells the citizens of Iraq, the oil that is now flowing, you're going to know about it in March, okay? Why? Because he's protecting it. Well, just release it after Wednesday when it starts flowing officially after Wednesday. If he wants to, he can. But leave him alone. Sudani's protecting the exchange rate. You think this oil is flowing at 1310? It's flowing. What did it used to flow at? At 1310? No. If you throw that in my face and you say, they've always flowed the oil at 1310, then you're ignorant. I'm sorry. I don't mean to hurt your feelings, but you're ignorant if you say that to me. For the last 2 decades, the oil has been flowing out of Iraq with the American dollar that has value. No more. Now what is the oil flowing into Iraq with what? The Iraqi dinar. And you think it's at 1310? It has value. Whether it be futures or not. So on Saturday, the concept of the moving of the oil was hot in Iraq. And we got Turkey. And now we need for them to agree on $3 of each barrel and then transport it. If they can do that, then this is all set. Now they're telling us that this oil is going to start flowing in March. I'm talking to Eddie here, okay? Mr. Sammy, when we were doing the singing, you saw all the activities that was going on. Mr. Sammy blew a gasket. He says, if they're going to start the flowing on Wednesday, well, then you show us the tables on Wednesday or Thursday. What do you mean March? And I told him, I said, son, you're talking about next week. It's March. Don't let this bother you. But they're so sensitive to any type of a delay. Because they've had it up to here. And so have you. Continuing with the report Saturday. Mr. Frank, we now have Baghdad, I can't say that. We now have some representatives from Prime Minister Sudani on TV saying that all has been done for the resumption of the oil, and they're referring to Erbil now, and they say it's just Turkey now. What Erbil says, so expect a surprise soon. So expect a surprise soon, Mr. Frank, because it's just Turkey now. That's it. That's all we're down to. And that was still Saturday. And then I say the following to him. Saturday, the 9th report, I think. Like I said, gentlemen, due to all of this oil that is flowing, I consider this to be the final countdown. You see, many things are waiting for the new exchange rate, but in my opinion, the most important thing is this oil. couldn't believe that he would do that. They are so Americanized, you know. So Eddie says, yeah, Mr. Frank, here you go. Final countdown. Saturday, 10 o'clock in the evening. It was a busy day Saturday. Mr. Sammy said that Soudani's speech to us Iraqi citizens made it very clear when he said that the projects must not, listen carefully, when Soudani told us citizens that the projects must not and will not be delayed. It seems that the Kurds have agreed on everything on the meeting, you know, the one from the 18th, because it came up with a couple of things that they didn't like. But now even Barzani is agreeing and saying, look, the oil from our region, it will resume. It seems like Soudani gave a come to Jesus meeting. It seems like Soudani gave a come to Jesus meeting with him. Sammy says article amendments was passed and it's in the Gazette. So those laws, they're in the Gazette, and those laws are real now. And so now we're just waiting for the results, and that's why I have not seen salaries or oil flow. It is all related to the budget tables and a new rate. Yeah. That's absolutely right. So then he's still talking. Now they saying, Mr. Frank, that next week they will start Sunday. Let's see what this brings this week. To which I say, like I always say, gentlemen, I always liked a Sunday into a Monday. Mr. Frank, and we're still Saturday night. This is almost midnight. Mr. Frank, Sammy said that Soudani, in his speech to the Iraqi citizens, he said very clearly, our national resources will rise in value. Now stop and think about that, Mr. Frank. That's basically talking about the dinar. Because take, for example, our oil. If it rises in value, it's because the exchange rate gave it that rise in value. And just remember, they talked about returning to former rate of $3.22 back in the day. And that was based off of just the oil revenue. Oh my goodness, can you imagine? What's it going to be now? And we have non-oil revenue like agriculture, tourism, border taxes. This will enable us to have even a stronger rate. No, not really, Mr. Sammy. It's already locked in. That was what the RV faces is about. This is the RI to reinstate it. Now, they can come out at 1-to-1, but that would be rather cowardly. Why would you want to be 1-to-1 with the American dollar and be dragged down? This is the reinstatement of your currency. Put it back at 322 and let it float. When it gets to 4-something, cap it. This is a reinstatement of your currency. Mr. Sammy said that in his speech, he said, our national resources will rise in value. That's basically talking about the dinar. Yes. When Soudani told the citizens 3 days ago that the rise of their natural resources is going to go up in value, it's because he's trying to tell you in so many words, we have a new exchange rate, and that's how it's going to go up in value. And just remember, Mr. Frank, they talked about returning to the former rate of $3.22. Right? Let's recap. Last week, Soudani. Hey, Chalet, go out there. Go on. Just tell them not to pay attention to Parliament. It's rumors. And tell them we got a new exchange rate, just to be patient. Okay. And he does. Then, about an hour after that, Sudani, hey, Mr. Economist, go out there and tell them to remember. And what did I tell you that the economist told them to remember? I tell you now, 322. So the economist goes out there after Chalet tells him, we have a new exchange rate, calm down, don't believe the rumors. Within the hour, the economist comes out and he says, hey, you heard Chalet, chill, man. Chill, take a chill pill, relax, okay? I mean, stop and think about it. You remember when back in the old days, our exchange rate used to be 322? Huh? Remember that? Yeah, why do you bring that subject up? Why do you think? I don't know. But Mr. Sammy points it out to me, and he says, they keep throwing this in our faces. And it's all based off of the oil revenue. But now, can you imagine, Mr. Frank? We have non-oil revenues like agriculture, tourism, border taxes. This will enable us to have even a stronger rate. This is amazing, Mr. Frank, what they're telling us. So what I did was I said, I like your thinking, Eddie, because it is logical and it is based on a new exchange rate, just like everything else is. Everything is based on the new exchange. Everything that is in front of you right now is based on the new exchange rate. Okay, now we're going into Sunday morning. Okay. About there, 8:45. Thank you. So here we go. Now we're starting Sunday. Sunday morning. TV is showing Kurdistan is on television, and they're saying that they have an agreement, and they are in agreement with Baghdad to restart the flow of oil to Turkey through the pipelines this week. They say that all of the dispute has ended. Everything that they were fighting about last year, it's all ended, Mr. Frank. Now, sir, according to this statement, oil exports will resume in accordance with available quantities, ensuring a gradual return to the international markets. And realize what they're trying to tell you. Your currency is going out of its borders. Your oil is leaving its borders. What is the oil attached to? Your dinar. It's a type of float. This development, Mr. Frank, paves the way for Kurdistan crude oil to re-enter international markets. You know what that means, don't you, sir? This is all stabilizing the region's energy sectors too, and restoring a crucial revenue stream from both Erbil and Baghdad. That's right, guys. That's right. Your budget is about to be pumped. It is about to be pumped financially. I said, very interesting progress this morning, gentlemen. Very interesting progress this morning. This is getting serious, man. This is getting serious. So I tell them that yesterday morning. We're still with yesterday. We're at yesterday at 11. We're at yesterday at 2:20. Okay, we're at 2:20. TV causing. TV is basically saying that we're gonna get a ration card on Tuesday. Here's another thing that needs the exchange rate, sir. This information is all over Baghdad, and then the Kurds region is to complete 32 million cards in this project. These are automation ration cards. They say it's going to be for 32 million citizens. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, Mr. Frank, check this out. We got the Kurds on board with my account system. Eddie was so impressed with that because he knows what that's gonna do to their money in their bank accounts. And he just showed me the article and what they had out there. These pictures are different pictures than what we got. Continuing, yesterday. So now they know that the laws are passed. They know that the COM has well, wait a minute. No, the COM received it today. So no, they still don't know that yet. Here we go. Next report. Yesterday, 3:43 in the afternoon. The television is saying that the agreement on the oil started back up in the pipelines. And they're saying it's going to start with 185,000 barrels a day, and then gradually go up to 400,000 barrels a day. Then, after all of these reports, I showed you most of them. Okay, I showed you most of them. Then I respond and I respond to their report. And as you can see, it's a long report. So here we go. Neil, Eddie, and Mr. Sammy. Gentlemen, I want to show you something because all of our teams are now red because of this. First of all, it was about 3 days ago that Soudani sent Chalet, the finance minister, on Iraqi television to talk to you Iraqi citizens. Now, I'm repeating this over and over and over and over and over and over again, ain't I? Well, that serves a purpose. Everything I say to you is in my opinion, right? We already established that. We just want you to know that it was about 3 days ago that Soudani sent Chalet, the finance minister, to talk to the Iraqi citizens. I'm sorry, I want you to know that when he went out and talked to the Iraqi citizens. Now, what did he do? He went out to tell you, don't listen to the rumors of the parliament. Don't listen to the lies that they are spewing. And just simply to relax, because there is a change in your exchange rate that's coming to you. Then, he also said in that speech to you Iraqi citizens, hey, do you remember when our exchange rate used to be $3.22 to 1 dinar? And you, Mr. Sammy, you even commented and you said, well, that's good. They are reminding us of what our exchange rate used to be. Maybe they are preparing us. And I replied by saying that maybe they are getting rid of the float and just walk right into the RI, the reinstatement of $3.22. Now, I say that because what's the sense of starting all over again with the American dollar when they come out at 3+ or even more at the start of the float? Well, all of that was about 3 days ago. Now, 2 days ago, a member of my forum, of my KTFA forum, they sent me a text telling me, Mr. Frank, we just took this picture off of our computer screen from the CBI website. We want you to see that it's showing the Iraqi dinar paired to the American dollar. Now, gentlemen, you know very well I don't believe in coincidences. And we all know what the CBI is doing with their website. The picture that I'm about to send you shows $3.22 to 1 Iraqi dinar. Now, I didn't think much about it because the CBI website is, it always has, quote, unquote, glitches, going on. But yesterday, it hit me hard. I said, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold your horses. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. If this is a glitch, it's because they're doing something to the CBI website in preparation for the new monetary reform plan. But gentlemen, it's too coincidental that all of this was within 24 hours before, and before that, Chalet tells you, hey, do you remember $3.22 that we used to use. Gentlemen, I do not believe in coincidences. I believe this to be another form of monetary reform education being presented to you Iraqi citizens without directly telling you. Good grief. They already told you there's a new rate coming. And now they are hinting and suggesting, hey, you remember 322? And the CBI website shows this for 5 minutes 2 days ago on their site? I'm sorry, this is not an accident. This is a monetary reform plan unfolding itself. We even have an article from last week when this economist comes out and he says, hey, you remember 322? Why the hell would he want it? Oh, I'm so sorry. Why would he want to do that on television? When he presented the 322 on the television, presenting it now, even though all of this is factual, now, I present all of this to you just simply in my opinion. Tell me, gentlemen, what's your opinion about this? And then they wanted to fix this a little better. They wanted to, yeah, but Mr. Frank, make sure you get this exactly right. What? Mr. Frank, Mr. Sammy says, no. It was not Chalet that said, remember the 322. No, Chalet was the guy. Chalet was sent by Soudani to tell us, don't listen to the rumors, and we're going to have a new exchange rate. But it was the economist after Chalet. He's the one that says, hey, you remember 322? And he explained how much more we can support. Now, back then, we just had oil, and now we have non-oil too. I said, oh, okay, alrighty, thank you. Alrighty, I understand this. Thank you very much. I appreciate you helping me out. Yes, Mr. Frank, because Chalet said return to glory days. Yeah, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yeah, he did. And that was, well, now it's 3, 4, 5. Now it's 5 gone. It's about 6 days ago that he said that. Yeah, and then he sends the economist. So Chalet said, return to glory days. So that's a 322. So technically, yeah, maybe Chalet did bring up 322, Mr. Frank. So we'll agree with you. But it was the economist. We just want you to know that, that's who said it. We are raising, Chalet says, we are raising our national resources. And then Mr. Sammy says, yeah, and it used to be 322 before. Huh. You imagine what they want to raise it to now? Some other expert economists did say 322. He referred to that like Mr. Sammy did. So what we got here, family, is a very and here. Let me see. Hey, I'm leaving off. So for Jan, I'm leaving off on because I'm going to make this thing go forward. Yesterday, 7:24. Yesterday, 7:24. You write it down. Okay. Now, family, I sent Eddie a picture, and I'm pretty sure I got the picture.
The screenshot
Yeah.
should be in your Claire's.
Oh, it's in Claire's. But I sent it to Eddie. Dear God, you know what, Jan?
Yesterday.
I never sent it to Eddie. Bless his heart, he never saw it.
Would have been Saturday.
That's where I'm at, and here I am where I told you I was going to leave out Saturday at 7:24. I never sent it to the poor guy.
It would have been later than that.
Okay, now what I'm looking for is I sent it to Claire, didn't I?
Yes.
I sent it to Walking Stick. I sent it to iTeam. In fact, you know what? Let me go to Walking Stick instead. Walking Stick. Bingo. Oh, I'm sorry, family. Yeah. Okay. Well, look. This is the picture that was sent to me, but there's just no way you can see it. But right here, right there, there are numbers there. Oh, gee whiz, there. There are numbers there, okay? And what it says, it says $3.22 USD to one Iraqi dinar. And underneath it, it has euro. How about that? 307, and it's got pound sterling, the next one. So yeah, this is it could be a glitch. But seriously, what are the odds that Sudani tells the economists, go tell them to remember 322? Eddie tells me, the guy just said for us to remember 322. Did Chalet say 322? No, he said we're going to return it to the glory days when he told us about that we have a new exchange rate. I says, well, that's good enough right there, isn't it? Glory days is 322. So technically he did say it, didn't it? In so many words. Yeah, Chalet and the economists hinted at 322. And then what, Mr. Frank? One day later? No, it was 2 days later. This was found on the CPI website. It was only up there for 5 minutes. I don't believe in coincidences, family. I just don't. Now, let me go back and finish my report to you from Eddie so that we can continue. It was 7:24. Yesterday?
Yep.
Okay. $7.24. All this talk that we were having and the 322 and the way they came out and what Sudani did and all that, and they said, we agree with you, and I said 100%. I mean, it's just my idea, and I don't believe in it, in the coincidence of this whole structure. I believe that the CBI website is doing something. No, it wasn't Photoshop. Anyways, here we go. You always got to have somebody, There's always somebody.
Yeah.
I can bring you gold, and you would tell me it's not enough. Unbelievable. Let's just end this. Yesterday, 10:04 in the afternoon, television says that the Kurds are willing now, Mr. Frank, and they agree, and they want it in writing. So this must be for real, that they would be paid. So I guess they worked out some type of an agreement with our favorite boys in Parliament. Spit. Are you? Because they're filing federal lawsuits against Sudani for not revealing the budget yet and holding it up. They're not going to show it to Parliament. But look at Eddie. Eddie says, I guess they showed it to the boys out there in Parliament. Spit. And I said, spit? Oh, you guys are funny, man. I said, spit? Oh, you guys are funny, man. They call that, they can file all the suing that they want, gentlemen, but it won't matter. Sudani is on his own time clock. He's on his own schedule, and he is protecting the exchange rate. He's like the man walking through the forest, but he's being annoyed by so many mosquitoes, so he just swats them away. And that's what Sudani is doing with Parliament. Every time they want to be a part of what Sudani's doing with the monetary reform, he just swats them away. I bet you Sudani also goes, spit. Laughing out loud. By the way, Sudani is smart, gentlemen. He doesn't have to tell them anything concerning the budget or pay or about the payment system until he's ready to release the new exchange rate, because both of those items and many more are desperately awaiting a new exchange rate in order for everything to make sense. Mr. Frank, now this is even more proof, so to speak, that those budget tables are rate related. If not, they would have been revealed a long time ago. Brilliant, Eddie or Sammy, whoever came up with that deduction. Brilliant. Because, yeah, I agree with you 100%. In fact, that's what I told him. I said, true, true is right. Then we got today 7:35 in the morning, and he sends me reports. We have all the numbers that we need on the census of the population, and it was a good report, Eddie. Thank you very much. I appreciate everything. Mr. Frank, it's saying that this is the end of the 40 years without accurate information, and now we can have equal distribution. I like that word, Mr. Frank. It should be fair even with our exchange rate. Today, 9:32, second report. Shalom TV every day. Have you caught on to that pattern? Mr. Frank Chalet's on TV saying that we have developed an economic approach to promote growth and reduce unemployment. We know what he's talking about. Kurdistan oil to flow within 2 days, the news says. Yes. Yes, Eddie, that's yesterday's, was that yesterday? Yeah, this is still yesterday. So that 2 days has been, somewhat moved by Sudani, but it's okay. To which I say, this is definitely getting very interesting. And you couple that with the idea that the budget is soon to be exposed. Wow, indeed, this is getting very serious, gentlemen. Yes, sir, it is. And we are watching for those budget tables to come out. Yes, we're waiting. We're watching. Next report, 11 in the morning. Television saying Iraq is with electricity. It no longer needs any foreign fuel, any foreign electricity from any other country. That's impressive, Mr. Frank. Next report, today, 2:52 in the afternoon. I just wanted to jump. Then I sent him the article, the one where Sudani earlier today told the Iraqi citizens, yeah, we're going to show you the tables now. And within 2 days is what the article said. We were hoping for Wednesday. But then this article comes out, and like I told you, it reads, and I already read it to you. The Minister of Finance will finish preparing the tables, the budget tables, and send them to the Council of Ministers for voting on them in the middle of next month, noting that the Council, and it goes on and it goes on. Now, when Sammy read that, he lost it. And here we go. So now here we are today when our UB2B was starting, just when our UB2B was starting. Sammy says, this is ridiculous. Why in the middle of the March? This is absolutely ridiculous. Well, yeah, okay. Yeah, I understand where you're coming from, okay? I don't need the sand. My food doesn't taste like oil. I understand. I don't understand your suffrage, but I respect it. So, if it annoys you, Sammy, that Sudani said, I got the tables, and I'm going to go ahead and give them in the middle of March. You say that this is absolutely ridiculous. The only change to the tables was Article 12.2c. They're playing games with us, Frank. They're playing games with those tables. Those tables should be there this week. It's been 3 consecutive weeks where they say, we will be here now saying the middle of next month? This is ridiculous. Ramadan starts Sunday. Sudani changed it from Friday to Sunday. If this is not revealed until March, the middle of March, really? No, I don't like this. It's unacceptable. Before that time frame, totally unacceptable and totally ridiculous. And we are frustrated. Just no more delays. So you can see the heart of an Iraqi. You can see the frustration. And when you ask me, what is the delay? All I can think about is them. I said to him, look, why are you worried about March? Because the table should be with us right now, Mr. Frank. They don't have to wait until the middle of next month. Sammy, it is highly possible that all they're doing is just protecting the exchange rate. Stop and think about that. Another thing, why don't you trace back the source of this money and find out if we can trust that author, that journalist, before he loses it. By the way, what difference does it make? What difference does it make? You're only talking 2 weeks. You're only talking 2 weeks. What difference does it make? Huh? Leave him alone. He's a very lonely person. Just leave him alone. Let him keep sending it. Don't worry about it. We have some fool that keeps trying to block my phone, but they have no idea who or what we are. Mr. Frank, Eddie says that with Ramadan starting Sunday, they thought for sure this Friday, the 28th, could be the day with oil going, and Ramadan starting for 30 days. I said, look, it's already in your hands. It's already in your hands. Just don't squeeze so hard that you break it. Be patient. Okay? Be patient. I got your family. He says sending, but Sammy is very upset. Sammy is very upset. Sammy says he called his friends and they're saying something about the budget. His friends say, look, I can't read that, can I? No, okay. So let me just tell you this. Mr. Sammy decided to pick up the phone. Remember when he did me a favor and he went up the line? So he picks up the phone and he tries to get some information, but I can't give you this. But I can tell you that they said something about the budget with the Council of Ministers. Which simply means that Sudani is keeping it with the calm to protect it, that's all. To which I said, thank you. Do whatever you can to get, do whatever you can to get this information. See what you find out. But remember, this is Sudani. This is Sudani that is in control of this. He is the one that wants this information. Don't be depressed about it. Just like my president would Doge, whatever he wants, he's going to get. Same thing with Sudani. Whatever he wants from this oil flowing, he's going to get. He wanted the census. He wanted the HCL. He wanted the oil flowing. He's going to get it because he wants to give you your new exchange rate. Thank you, Mr. Frank. We understand where you're coming from. Eddie says that the oil flowing at first could be domestic in the country. We wait. Sammy is trying to wake up his contacts. He's trying to wake up his contacts. It's late over there. Oh, bless his heart. I say to him, I said, you see? You see? You're already coming up with some ideas. I never thought of that. That has possibility. And it makes sense, Eddie, when you think about it, because it'll go from internal to external. And he says, well, yeah, because that's the talk that we're hearing. Family, I think that's enough. Oh, I think I also made my point for tonight. So the summary of the whole thing is that Sudani sends out the finance minister Chalet, and he tells the citizens, we're going to go back to the glory days, and that's 322. And he says to them, don't listen to the rumors. We're working on the exchange rate. And then, a matter of hours, Sudani sends out the economist, and the economist says, remember, remember $3.22? Yeah, what's that got to do with you? Well, I'm here just to remind you about it. And then, the following day, there's this image, this picture taken of these numbers showing $322 to one Iraqi dinar. A screenshot. It was only up for 5 minutes. And all of this is just in my opinion, right? So when you put 2 and 2 together, if it equals 5, throw it away. But when you put 2 and 2 together and it equals 4, then I want more. And I'm a gatherer of information. That's what we're doing right now. So I pick up the phone and I call all of our teams. After we discuss what I just discussed it with you, we decided that we are all red. Now the red will stay that way until that those budget tables are released. That's all we can do is wait. You got a streamline of information today. You got everything put in its place also. You're pretty well set. So, Wednesday, the article said that they would have the budget tables. I don't know. Sudani says, sometime in the middle of next month. Okay. Eddie asked Mr. Sammy. Sammy says, this is ridiculous. So Mr. Sammy goes up the line and he calls his friends, and his friends tell him, oh, with the Council of Ministers. And I left it at that with you. Walking Stick makes a phone call, and we get a call from Aki. Aki! Bro, how you doing? How's your daughter? She's home, praise God. She lost a lot of weight. She's already skinny, man. But she's home, recovering. Praise God, bro. Aki, do you mind? Can we ask you? Did you hear about that? Did you see that? What the CBI? Do you know anything about this 322? You'll call us tomorrow. Well, thank you. I-team, you see this? I'm going red. I think we should go red. Okay. I'll make calls. Thank you. I didn't want to ask. I didn't want to ask. There you go. That's your conference call for tonight. Tonight I told you that it seems like every time that we have another Yubi-Tubi, it seems that the Lord makes it more powerful than the one before. Now right here, right now, I said that's the end of the Yubi-Tubi, so people will start leaving. Okay, and you know what I do. So I want to thank all of you for coming. Be careful. Be careful who you study with. Be careful how you study. And I also want to thank all of you that helped us with financial contributions. Thank you. Thank you. We needed the help to help Walking Stick. And Rebecca Hill, twice. Stay on the line.
Yeah.
Twice. Christabella, God bless you, sweetheart. Red Dirt. I always think about Hawaii when you donate. Red Dirt. There's a clothing store in Ala Moana. on Kalakaua Avenue called Red Dirt. They take white Hanes T-shirts and they put them in the dirt because the dirt in Hawaii is red. The dirt is lava, and lava is iron, and it's rusted. That's why everything is red in Hawaii. It's so beautiful. Here in the mainland, you got black dirt. Out there, you got red dirt, green trees, blue sky, white clouds. Thank you, Christabella. Thank you, Red Dirt. Thank you, Wayne Bennett. Gotcha. Above and beyond the call of duty. Thank you. Red Dirt again, all for the Bibles. Thank you. Just like Rebecca Hill did. Stephen Sullivan. Thank you. Pauls. Thank you. Above and beyond. Thank you, Pauls. Is it Michelle? Yeah, Michelle Messer. Thank you. Joe Nicholas Sr., God bless you, brother. Thank you. Pam Bassett, God bless you. Vicky Rowe, thank you so much for Walking Stick. Jason Spencer, also for Walking Stick. Thank you, Jason. Beth Bartone, thank you for Walking Stick. X Factor, Linda Tetrick for Walking Stick. All the rest of these Walking Stick. Mark Angelin. Miss Jeannie from Canada. Wow, bless your heart. North Dakota. What's this?
Petroleum? Is
Pet,
it
oh,
petroleum?
Petrotech. North Dakota Petrotech. All of you, thank you very much for helping us with Walking Stick. God bless you. Very, very honored. Yeah, okay. So, gentlemen, the floor is yours. Tell the family hi.
Hey, Frank, this is Tony and Cliff.
Hi, buddy.
Thank you for having us on tonight. We're Mo Better Studios. We create custom songs, and we've been doing that for the family now for about 4 months, over 250 songs done. And we just keep cranking them out, and we have our special 20% off until the end of the month. Then there's going to be a new thing coming out we'll share in March. And Frank, I guess we need to get another show with you to do our testimonies. We've got a lot coming in. We have one this week I want to share with you real quick. A lady called in and ordered a birthday song for her 85-year-old friend. And she wanted us to do a song. And she mentioned that the FRANK26 song was her favorite song. She listened to it all the time. So we did her a song and got it all done for her and sent it to her the other day. And she called me back today and said, or the other day, and said that she now has a new favorite song. It's not the FRANK26 song anymore. It's her friend's birthday song we did. So sorry about that, but that's the way it goes sometimes.
Yeah, she called me, bless her heart.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, she called me, and it was so much fun talking to her because she was so excited. And then when she tells me that, she says, yours was my favorite song, but I decided that this one is my favorite song. She really talked it up. Apparently it was so, whatever you did, she was so excited about it, and I'm very proud of you guys. In fact,
all the stuff in there that she wanted, and the lady doesn't listen to the show. Her birthday is not until April, so it's funny. Said she's got a problem now. She has to sit there and wait.
oh.
And if y'all want a song like that, we do it every day. Call me at 423-367-7648. Cliff and I put heart and soul.
Oops. Oh. What'd you do that for? You got the wrong one. You got the wrong one. That's funny. I'm sorry. You left off with the phone numbers. Go ahead.
Okay, let's try it again. 423-367-7648. Now, apparently, Frank, we're real close because YouTube and phones don't like us tonight.
Oh, this is so funny. My teams help me with my phones, and they're all cracking up. Oh, anyways, yeah, she was such a sweetheart. Oh man, my head and neck hurts. She was so sweet. And then she says, "I'm serious, Mr. Frank. Yours was my favorite song, but it has been replaced by this here new song that Cliff and Tony wrote for me." I said, "Well, I want to hear it." And she says, "Well, I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you." And I said, "Okay." I was gonna play it, but we're running out of time here, so I'll listen to it on my own. Bless her heart. I want to.
On her, she gave us a great review, and she'll be one of the ones that we'll play next time we get together with you for a testimony show. Hopefully, here sometime in March, we'll get that scheduled. And she'll definitely be one that we'll play. We'll play the song.
Okay. God bless you, and thank you, gentlemen. Have a safe evening.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you.
You bet. Bye bye.
Got another donation.
What, honey?
Another donation for the Bible.
Mark. Well, that's the second one, then, isn't it, on his
The
part?
Bibles.
Yeah. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, there is a person. Well, there's actually three. One is in North Carolina. One is in so close to me, and the other one is in San Diego. But look, this one, I feel bad for this individual. See what he does? He calls while I'm talking to you. There's Cliff and Tony's, right? That's when they got disconnected by my teens by accident. But look at that. This is a lonely man. He was probably raised by wolves. But look at, there's no end to his anger. There's just no end. Look at that. Do you know how many times this man, look at that, there's no end to it. And you say to, "Oh, Frank, just take it. It's okay, Frank. It's okay. You can take it, Frank." And it goes on, and it still goes on and goes on. He did it probably like 50 times. So you say, you say, "Oh, it's okay, Frank. Don't worry. You're doing it for us. Don't let these other people bother you." They don't. What I'm doing now is pray for this individual. You hear me in my prayers. I pray for these people. Very, very sad. Isn't that funny? I mean, think about the individual that's doing that. What type of mental chemistry does something like that? A very diabolical, satanic, perverted attitude. But he's probably just not loved. If I could talk with him, shoot, I'd play cards with him. I would play cards with him. You want to talk with him? Oh no, he hung up. When I answer it, it's a vomit of curse words. They're incoherent. They don't even really say anything or add up to anything, but it's just vomiting as much as he can. And that's what demons do. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to vomit them out of his system. Hey, check it out. Eddie just sent again. Oil minister is on TV saying the pipeline is ready and we are in communication with Turkey's side, and soon as they agree, we should be flowing the oil in 2 days. What'd I tell you? So just relax, like Chalet suggested. LOL. What'd I tell you? So just Shelley. God, you don't know how to spell Chalet. Shehale. I think there's an H in there. What'd I tell you? So just relax, like Chalet suggested. So yeah, that's what just came in right now. And that's wonderful news. Fantastic. So maybe Wednesday they will start this oil flow, and it will allow the budget to be open. Now, will Sudani open it? Will he show those tables? They're with the COM. If they were with Parliament, I'd be worried. Alrighty. I think that's it. Abba, Heavenly Father, I thank you for this evening. I thank you for allowing me to share all this information. And I pray for this individual that called an enormous amount of times. His heart is hurting. His heart is hurting. And I wish I could tell him that I love him in the name of Christ. But I'm afraid I'll never have that opportunity. So, Father, could you touch his heart for me? Could you help him? Would you lift his face? Tell him he can smile. Tell him it's not, we're not the enemy. The enemy's within him. I praise you with all my heart and soul. And I thank you for all these beautiful people that have helped my friend Walking Stick. And I thank you for the information that you gave us tonight. Fascinating. Fascinating. It is in the name of your Son, Jesus, by the Holy Spirit, that I pray. Amen. 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 You know, sometimes people go too far and their souls die. Sometimes people go too far and their souls die. And what's interesting is that only God can raise the dead. That's probably why I can't do anything about this guy. Only God can. Hope you had a good time tonight. I did. Oh, there's Andy. Hey, buddy, I didn't know you were with us. Sure, you blow that shofar.
Hi, Ray. You know, Frank, sometimes you just got to kick the dust off of your shoes and move on.
Yeah, but this guy can't move on. That's the problem. He tortures us by constantly calling. Although he doesn't bother me, my teams take care of it. Although they slipped today, he doesn't bother me. But I don't want anyone bleeding. I don't want anyone crying. I don't want anyone hurting. One of the things that really bothers me is when I see a widow, a woman by herself. Isn't that right, Jen?
Yep.
My wife can tell you. It bothers me tremendously when I see a woman that is not being helped by a man. Look at this, the demons. I show you this so that we can learn from this individual. Tonight, when he puts his head on the pillow, I don't know if anybody's going to say goodnight to him. And I find that sad. Mr. Caller ID, you should try calling God. And talk to him. He doesn't speak in a foreign language. You'll be able to understand it. Okay? You can keep calling all you want, buddy. But it's the demons. They're the ones that are killing you. One day you'll be in front of our Heavenly Father. You will witness all this again. You'll repeat all of this. And you're so close to me, too, on top of that. You're right down the street, for crying out loud. There's no end to him, is there? I'm afraid not. Alrighty, are people going, oh, they stuck around. They stuck around. I'll be darned.
Well, let him hear the shofar.
Oh, you didn't?
Shofar.
He hasn't blown the shofar yet.
No.
Here, go right ahead, brother. Blow that shofar, that beautiful shofar. And then afterwards, I'll give the dessert.
All right.
Amen, amen, and amen. Thanks, Andy. Love you, brother.
I love you too.
The dessert for tonight is
Cookies.
cookies. Yeah. No, it's about the HCL. Because, family, we now have a new population census. They were using Article 140, but it wasn't complete, was it? So you were not going to have equal distribution. And it's not fair to come out with a new exchange rate. We now have a new population census. The oil is flowing. These two factors are extremely important. Article 120 is no longer being used. And like I told you earlier, this oil has always been sold at 1310, but it was sold with American dollars that had value. Now now it's being sold with Iraqi dinars. But I believe deep in my heart that there is a new exchange rate that is allowing this oil to flow and for these agreements to be made. Because if I was on the other side of the contract at 1310, flow my oil? No, absolutely not. So for me, when I saw that 322, what kind of a hint is that exactly? When I saw the 322, what kind of a hint is that exactly? The hint is about the float. And maybe we'll talk about it next time we're together. God bless you all. Thank you. What, honey?
Wednesday.
Oh, yes, we will be with you Wednesday in 2 days. Oh, wow. Oh, that quick. But because Wednesday baby's on, yeah, it's a good time to talk, I suppose. Yeah, no problem. God bless you all. Sweet aloha to you. Thank you, Andy, for blowing the shofar. Thank you, Tink. Thank you, Shang Doodle. Thank you, No Caller ID. Oh, he just hung up.
Thank you, Claire.
Yes, I'm going to get there, baby. Thank you, Claire. Thank you, Toy VP. Thank you to all of our dear brothers and sisters that have helped us out. Yeah, I'll see you on Wednesday, okay? All righty. God bless you all. Sweet aloha. It was a good call.
Download the song.
You can download this song,
I used to be a D-Now newbie until I watched Frank's UB2B. With a twinkle in his eyes and God by his side, Frank's teachings reaches far and wide.
Oh.
So whenever I need a D-Now fix, I tune into Frank's 26. He's got the latest, greatest news from the street. Tune in now, tune in here, this is the D-Now beat. Now take it from me, Frank is no rookie. It's okay, Tink, give this man a cookie.
Me too.
You never know what suit he'll be wearing, so I wear my sunglasses because they are so glaring. So whenever I need a D-Now fix, I tune into Frank 26. He's got the latest, greatest news from the street. Tune in now, tune in here, this is the D-Now beat. Sit up, be patient, and get ready. Frank's got some news from Walking Stick and Eddie. Frank breaks down the news and keeps us straight. Come on, Iraq, can you give us the rate? So whenever I need a D-Now fix, I tune into Frank 26. He's got the latest, greatest news from the street. Tune in now, tune in here, this is the D-Now beat. Hey, Tink, I need a cookie.
2.
Come on, Tink, I deserve some cookies. Cookie,
Is this because I had two?
cookies,
two,
cookies.
We had over 2,000.
Come on, Tink, give up the cookies.
bless you all. Thank you kindly for being with us. I'll see you on Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Mordecai.
I had another donation? Huh?
Yes.
Mordecai, God bless you, Mordecai. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I also want to thank a lady by the name of Karen. Well, maybe I
Yes,
shouldn't say her
Karen.
name. I shouldn't say her name.
Karen.
I want to thank Bacchus. Just very simply, Bacchus. Very sweet of you. Daily decrees of divine healing. This is wonderful. When I repeat these words, I'm going through a healing process. God's word heals. Thank you, Bacchus. That was so sweet of you to send this to me. I will treasure it. God bless you. Take care, okay? And God bless all of you. We just did our song, so I say bye-bye. Take care. Sweet aloha.